What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Oh, man. Got some news for y'all. So, hope everybody had a great weekend. You got lint on me. Guys, I don't know if you guys checked gold, but wow, huge shot up. So, we are definitely going to check it out. But as always, let me make sure I'm good here on my end. Cool. We're looking good. All right, so check this out. So I always, right before like Sunday at like 6 o'clock Pacific time. So it's 8 o'clock Eastern time. So I always look at the charts. So I always look at gold. So I saw that it was like literally just out of nowhere, just shooting straight up, just solid bullish candle. So you know what? I took a chance and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hop in it. So I have two accounts that I'm running right now. One with Trade Locker, one with AirFX. So on my AirFX account, I had $145 to end the week last week. So I got in. I did put a higher lot size than usual. I did like a 0.10 lot size, and then boom, shot up. I took about like a $146 profit, something like that, and then boom, got out. And so I kept going, and I went in one more time. I upped it up a little bit more. I went to 0.20. So of course, yes, it was a little over leveraging, but nonetheless, I was in profit. Literally, in like a split second, I literally saw it say, like I was in profit like $60, and then out of nowhere, it literally said negative 154. Boom, closed out. Literally at $808.90 in my account. So I reached out to AirFX, messaged them, be like, hey, like I was in profit. There was a moment where I was in drawdown, but then boom, spiked right back up. I was in profit still, and I didn't have a stop loss on, so I couldn't have got stopped out. And they messaged me back saying that, it was your margin, because of liquidity and this and that. I was like, to be honest with you, even if that was the case, I was in profit. I was in zero drawdown. So, I mean, the margin wouldn't have really mattered much. Also that they try to say, well, you over leveraged. I'm like, again, even if I over leveraged, I was in profit. I wasn't in a drawdown. It wasn't fluctuating. It was literally straight up. So that's what they're continuing to tell me. So as of right now, my account that I took to $15 to $145 in 3 weeks is now sitting at $8.90. So on my trade locker, I'm still good there. I profited. I'm up to I'm at $160 on there from 100. So I did profit $60 this past week, or actually it was started at $97. So, but nonetheless, I'm up like $63, $64, but still, on my AirFX account, I don't feel like that was right. So based on what I told you guys tell me in the chat what your guys' opinions are. Let me know. Am I wrong? Should they, give me my profit, or did your boy fuck up? So let me know in the chat. So, all right, let's get into it, guys. So let's go through news real quick. Let me share my screen. All right, here we go. So let's see what we got going on this week. So 3rd through 9th. All right, Monday. Anything for USD? We got factory orders, 10 a.m. That's about it. Tuesday, we got a little bit of red folder, ISM services, JOLTS job openings. We'll see if that affects the market at all. Let's see, 8:30 pre-market lab labor productivity, trade balance, revised non-farm productivity, revised unit labor costs, trade balance. So we basically just have revised non-farm productivity. I don't think this is going to move the market very much, so I don't see anything there. Thursday, so we got unemployment claims. So again, I always tell you, usually you get a huge quick spike during unemployment claims. So Thursday, watch out for that. Either put your sell orders, buy orders, or buy limits, sell limits, and either that or trade after market open. So as far as Friday, all right, we got quite a bit. So unemployment rates, prelim, UOM consumer sentiment, average hourly earnings. So we'll definitely see some movement pre-market, and of course 10 o'clock. So it should be 7 a.m. Pacific time. And then I don't know how much CPI is going to affect. That's at 8:30, which market will already be closed for the day or for the week. So don't see much there. All right. All right, so let's check out gold. Let's take a look. All right, guys, so look at this craziness that happened. Like, is that just wild or what? Like, I think I got in like right here. So, and like it literally shot. You see, like it literally went boom, a little bit of drawdown, came up, a little bit of drawdown, popped up, a little bit of drawdown, boom. Crazy. Like it literally hit all the way up to 2149, almost 2150. So that's just crazy to me. So let me clear this out real quick. Drawings. Go back to the light so you guys can see that. I'll turn off this indicator here. Okay. I actually need to. I just updated my account here, so I need my other moving average on here. I usually have 3 here. So I have usually my, this is, I think this is supposed to be 20. Should be purple. I usually have it purple like that. And then my other one should be 8. Let's see how they built. Yeah, 20, and then this one should actually be 8. So I usually have an 8 and a 20 EMA, and then I usually make that one yellow. Okay, so we got that down. So, but look at this, guys, it's crazy. Like imagine, check this out. Imagine if you even like grabbed half of it. Look at that, and whatever you're like, okay, I'm gonna put it here. So, but look at that, and you just brought it all the way up here. Like that would just be crazy. That's a 1 to 5 risk to reward right there. So, but just in pips, like this is crazy. Look, let's go. Let's grab it from the bottom. Come all the way up here. So, because it came all the way up here. So look at that, 734 pips. That's just nasty. And look, for it to even drop down all the way back down, like that's crazy. Look at that. 633 pips. Like that's just wild. So, and this is on the 5-minute time frame. So, anyways, so we'll go to the weekly. Man, look at that wick. Holy shit. That's crazy. Look at that wick, y'all. That's just ridiculous. Too crazy. All right, so well, let's get into it. Let's see what it's going to do. So let me know in the chat if you guys think that it's going to continue up and we're going to continue to make new highs. So, like, by the way, look, you guys can see, guys. The highest, the last time it was this high was literally back in September of 2020, 3 years ago, and we hit an all-time high. So usually when we see something like that, we're going to see a pretty good pullback. So that could very well be a possibility. We may very well see a pullback, but who knows? All these other pairs I've seen, they actually melted. They actually dropped compared to gold. Gold went up. So, but I mean, if you see all this is a long wick here, usually that means that we could possibly see a reversal, and it could come down to the downside here. So we just have to see. But so again, as far as trend on the weekly, that's exactly what we look for. So of course, trend. So I'll literally just put it like this. So even if this is like this right now, it would have to break through this and go lower than this candle here for us to be in a bearish structure. So, but until that happens, like I said, we could be getting a pullback right now, and then it could end up going right back up and creating new highs before the year's end. So I'm gonna stick to us being bullish right now. So again, if you guys follow my market breakdowns, every Sunday we always do this. So we do that top-down analysis. So weekly, it's going to be bullish until that structure changes. This is what it's going to be. So again, we go down to the daily. So on the daily here, again, we're going to do the same thing. As we see here, we haven't broken this candle here yet. So I'll put a line here. So we would need to break this structure right here. We would need to break this structure here. And it would have to go to the downside here. So we'd have to come here, it'd have to break. Sorry, let me change the color. Sorry, so we'd have to break here and then probably target these lows here. Or like I said, we're gonna have a slight pullback and then it's gonna come back up. So we're gonna make new highs. So, but as of right now, we're still bullish. So, daily, bullish. So again, also here, this is where we do our supply and demand levels, so key levels. So with that being said, let's mark up our support and resistance. Okay. I want to make this. Hopefully you guys can see this clearly because again, I'm on a 65-inch TV when I'm looking at this. So hopefully you guys can see this okay. So, all right. So let's start with our support levels. So again, I'm gonna grab my tool, grab my rectangle. So again, I'm gonna put my support level right here. So I always try to go from the body to the wick. So mainly, then make this blue. Make this a little darker. Okay. So there we go. I'll make this a little bit wider here. There we go. Because again, I can go all the way back here, but again, this is all the way back in July. So our focus is more in this area right here. Because even right here, this is October. So this is the last 2 months. So we've been pretty bullish. We had a little bit of pullback here, but we've been very bullish. So again, I'm going to mark another support level, which this was resistance until it broke through here. So again, we got another one here. So this level right here, which if it does break through that, this is kind of a zone I feel it's going to come to. So again, when I put these support and resistance levels here, you're going to see these are what I call ranges. So if a candles, they kind of range in between these, that's why it's called a range. So like for instance, like right here, this is called a range. So this is called a range right here because it blew through here. It couldn't make it all the way up here. So we had a pullback. Then it came back to this place, pulled back, came back to it again, which it respected this resistance level, came back down to this support level, came up, had a little bit of a pullback, came back up, and then it did touch back here again. Then we had a slight pullback, and then it blew through that resistance level, which turned now support. So again, we have this area right here, which again would be another support level. So that's going to be another support level. Oops. There we go. So that's another support level right now. And I could say this could be another support level because it did close right here, but now it's currently right here. So we have about 18 hours on the daily until this candle closes. So it could make its way back up. So we will see. So, but I'll close this out. All right. So this is pretty much what I want to see. And like I said, I keep my charts clean. I don't have any, crazy indicators on here other than my EMAs. That's really about it because that's just kind of shows me where the trend is. So again, if you guys use any of these indicators as far as an EMA, this just helps me to kind of see where the trend is. A lot of times, if the EMA is underneath the trend here, a lot of times it's more often than not it's bullish. If it's over it, if it's above it, a lot of times or more often than not, it is bearish. So it's just a little indicator. So depending on how you look at it. So again, I could put this support level here because this has touched this area in the past. But again, I'm not going to do that just because as of right now, this is kind of where we're at. This is our focus zone. So we got to see, is it going to come into this area here or is it going to pull all the way back down into this zone right here? So once it comes back into this area, then we can kind of focus on seeing like, okay, is it gonna continue down into this range over here? But until then, we'll stick with 3 lines. Okay. All right. So again, I don't want to forget this because I always forget it, is our psychological level. So these are just levels where more likely it's going to hit again. So let me get my horizontal line. So kind of where this is right here, that's where I'm going to pretty much put my horizontal line. And a lot of times it's because of the wick, so or the body of the candle. Excuse me. So I'm going to put it right where the body of the candle is. So like 20, 35, 98. That's I'm going to keep it there, and I can round it up. 2036. Do another one here. This one, I'd say, yeah, probably, I'm going to go off of like this area right here. So let's see, I'll do right about here. So I can even pull this one up a little bit. So into this area. So, but that one is at 2012 253. So I'll just keep it right there. 212 250. And then this last one here. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the chat. I'm going to do that right here. As you can see, it's literally tapped in this area multiple times. So we got 1937, 906. So I'm just going to make that 900. So that's pretty much it. Again, bring this guy down. All right, so we'll go on the 4 hour. See what the 4 hour is doing now. So hold on, bring this down here so I can see it on the 4 hour. There we go. All right, so again, the 4 hour here. So we see we have 2 hours left on the 4 hour. So we have a slight bearish candle here, but we got to see if it's going to fill or if it's going to reverse back up. So again, as of right now, because we haven't broken this area right here, even on the 4 hour. So see how it's ranged right here? We would have to break this area for it to be a bearish or a break of structure rather, because it would target back into this zone right here. So, but if anything, until it breaks this candle right here, then we're still going to assume it's going to be bullish. So I'm going bullish on 4 hour. And again, I always say when you have this breakdown right here, I usually look for the highest time frame, so like the daily and the weekly. If they're both the same, more often than not, the trend is going to continue bullish until we do have a break of structure somewhere. So with that, we just have to see. So I'll go down. I mean, that's pretty much it for gold. And we can go down on the 1 hour if you want. You can see already here, you know, we had a huge push down. Now it's kind of consolidated. So even as we continue to go down even more, you can see it's kind of slowed down a bit. So it's pretty much exhausted itself. So boom, as we keep going down on the lower time frames, you can see we're pretty much all gassed out. So like I said, all we have to do here now is be patient and watch out for a new breakout. So like I trade off of the 5 minute. So like typically I would do something like this and just be like, okay, cool. We're in a consolidation here. And like with that being said, well, I know this is a little bright. I don't know. What do we do? Like turquoise, something like that. Okay. So see, this is consolidated. So like, I personally would wait for it to break right here, or I'd wait for it to break right here. So these two places. So, but again, because we had a huge bullish move up, and it actually came and retraced all the way back down, consolidated. I don't foresee it to continue and take all this out, to be honest with you. I believe we're going to continue to break out to the upside. So I believe we're going to come here like this. Let me get one of my other tools here so I can show y'all my path. There we go. So I could see it doing this, come in here, have a slight pullback. It's going to come up into this range, could pull back a little bit, come back up into here, maybe a little pullback. Yeah, I mean, we could pull back just to right here, then come back into this area here, and then kind of so on and so forth. So that's what I kind of see. I don't really see it coming back down here. I mean, it could take out all this, but I don't think it will. I think we're going to continue to break out to the upside, personally. So, but we have to see what the market's going to do. So that's what I see on that. So that is gold for you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at US30. So I got Andrew on here, said bearish dollar. Yep. So that's kind of where I see that. It's definitely going to go up. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at US30, guys. Flip that out for now. All right, here we go. So I will say with US30, US30 moves very, very similar to gold. So moves very, very similar. All right, so let's go on the weekly. So damn, look at that. Crazy. So just to share with you guys, this was what I marked up last week. And it literally played out exactly how I said it would. Definitely bullish. So let's clear this out. Remove drawings. All right. And here we are. So we can see here, look at that, 27th. So this whole week, we literally were bullish the whole time. So we've had a lot of bullish movement all the way since October. So last two months. So we're just in December now. So with that being said, who knows? We could even make some new all-time highs on US30 as well, just like gold did, or we could see a retracement. But as of right now, again, we are bullish. So again, I'm going to we go on the weekly to find the trend. So I'm going to throw this out there like that. So again, we are in a uptrend. So if you don't know, if you're just going to put a line like that just because you see it kind of going up, Another indicator that helps is, of course, looking at lower highs and higher lows. So if, like, say for instance, you see this, so let me grab this real quick so you guys see this. So for instance here, right? So it was bullish, and then we had a, we had a little bit of pullback, right? Bullish, pullback, bullish, had a little bit of consolidation, and we had a pullback, we were back up, a little bit of pullback. We had a little bit of consolidation here, but we ended up coming back up. We had a little bit of pullback, back up again, and then another pullback, and then up. So again, when you see this, if you look at this candle comes down and it's higher than this candle. This candle here comes here. Again, it's not higher than this candle, but nonetheless, there's more of a consolidation at that point. So we came down, we came up. So this one was, well, this one actually was still lower than this one. But then we had to pull back down, and then we did come up. So we did break this area right here. So this candle. So that continued to make it bullish. We came down a little bit, which again, even though it came down here, it was still higher than this area here. It didn't go below these candles. So we came up and then came back down again, and then we came back up. So we did surpass this previous high here. So sometimes you can do this on a chart, like kind of mark it up, and you can actually move it out of the way. And this is kind of a good indicator that you can kind of see the pattern of how it's moving. So I know this isn't the best example, but more so what you want to look for, again, is I'll kind of use this for example, okay? This area right here is, it wasn't higher than this area, but this area was higher than this area. So that's like, we're moving forward from left to right. You want this to be higher than the other one. So again, this candle right here was higher than this one. We did have a pullback down, pulled up. Again, this candle wasn't higher than this one. So we did have a big pullback down. So we did have, I want to say it did respect this support area. So that's another indicator too. So even though we did have a pullback, it did respect this area more or less. So I'll bring that more to like here. So it did respect this area. And then we had a huge pullback up. And again, that did break this high right here. So again, that's still a bullish movement to me, even though we had a pullback. So which is fun. So again, as of right now, we are still bullish. So let me take this out. All right, so let me break this out. All right. So weekly is bullish. All right, we got that. We found our trend. We're still bullish. So now we're going to go down on the daily. All right. All right. So here we are on the daily. So again, this is where we do our top 10 analysis, supply and demand levels. So let's do it. So again, even here, we're still bullish because again, where it's currently at, it's higher than the previous high right here. So it broke through this, and it even broke through a previous high before that. So we're still bullish. So I'll get that out of the way. Daily is bullish. so now from here, let's again do our markup. So grab our rectangle. So let's find our support levels. So I see one support level right here. So let's mark that. So I'll make this blue. There we go. So I'm going to do it to like right here. Okay. So support level here. We could do another support level here because it's hit here multiple times. So I don't have to go as far back as this, but because again, this is back in May or June. So definitely don't have to go that far back. So we want to kind of stay in this area here. So again, right here. Yeah, so if I were to pull this back, you can see it's hit this area multiple times. So boom, boom, right here. In this area here again, touch back here. So it's had a pretty strong support here for quite a while. So I'm going to leave this right here. Again, let's look for another area here. So we have another support area. So another support area right here. And then again, I would say we do have another support area right here, just because we have two dojis right here. So that could be an area also that we can actually put an area there. So even with this right now, because we don't have, well, I guess we do have a higher than that. So we could mark this up of like where it is currently. See if it'll break through it. So I'll just mark it like this. So there we go. So again, that's kind of where we're at, just to keep it clean. So this doesn't have to be that high. This could be like right here. So that's it. Just 4 lines. That's it. Or 3 support levels and 1 resistance as of right now. So again, we'll do our psychological levels. So grab your horizontal line. We can start here at the bottom. So again, it hit here multiple times. So I'd like kind of around this area here. So we're at 32878. So we'll just leave that. Grab another one. I want to say this area right here. So I was at 33888.5. That's pretty good. I'll leave that there. Got another one. I'd like to do like right here. That one's at 34947.5. I'll kind of round it up. And then this last one here, I'll kind of leave this because again, this is a new high, so I'll leave that. So, but that's it for that. So I'll move this here because we're going to go down to the 4-hour now. So again, we have our trend here. So we're currently bullish still, and these are our key levels. So we could have a pullback possibly into this area too. So this is, I would say, our current. This could be a current support level. So I could put it in this area as well, because it could very well come back to this area. So I'll put another one there. So yeah, that looks good. Again, I'll put a line. Let's say more like this area. So 35587. Just round it up. There you go. So I'll leave that like that. 4 hour, so we can see what the 4 hour looks like. Again, it's still bullish, so we have to see if it's going to push past this area or if it's going to pull back into this zone right here. So, but as of right now, 4 hour is bullish. So again, like I say, I always look at the 2 higher time frames. If those are bullish, more likely it will be bullish. But we shall see. We'll see if we break through this and this becomes support. So that's all I really have, guys. If you see here, even on the 4 hour, we haven't. This is definitely a new high though, because we broke through this area, and this area. Let me see here. So I mean, I can go all the way back to here, and this was back in August. Yeah, August. So that was the last time this high was broken. So since then. So, or I think this high got broke back in November, but this is a new high overall. Because the last time it got, we're going on a daily. So the last time it broke this area, because there are some higher highs here. So the last time it broke that was back in, or the last time it hit where this was back in January of 22. So that's crazy, guys. So that is just wild. So that's pretty much it for US30. Like I said, we can go down on the higher time frames like I did with gold. So this is a 4 hour. This is how the 1 hour is looking. So if you look even on the 1 hour, we're consolidating right now. So right where I marked this area, it's perfect. We're right there. And look where I marked it too. It's literally hit these two candles. So we're going to see if, again, we're going to look for the breakout, if we're going to break out, continue to the upside, or if we're going to pull back and we're going to target this candle, these lows, and stay in this range here. So that's what we got to see for this week. So we're either going to break out here. So the way I see this right now is it's starting to slowly curve. So that's why I do have this EMA here. So usually when you see a curve, so like when you see a straight line like this, that's usually a strong indicator that it's going to be bullish. But when it starts to curve like that, we could definitely see a pullback. So on US30, definitely look out for that. We could break out to the downside and probably target more like 36. It's going to probably, we'll probably test this support level here. So 36181. So that area. So definitely watch out for that, guys. Otherwise, we're going to definitely surpass. We're definitely going to surpass the 32,624 area. So just look out for that. Again, on a 30-minute, shows you again. You always want to focus on the higher time frame, but this does show you a little bit. So, because even though this is like this, it could go like this, could go up. So 15-minute time frame. Again, we're consolidated. Like I said, the market just opened a few hours ago. So again, lots of consolidation, just up, down, up, down, up, down. It's very flat. So even on the 1 minute. So look at the 1 minute. So even if I were to blow this up. So we do have some push up right now. So, we'll see if it does break this area here or over here. We could very well continue to the upside. So, but this is where we're currently at. So that's pretty much it, guys. this. Cool. So that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys as always. Hope you guys got some value from this. I am going to be, I guess, trading off of my trade locker account since my other account, if it is going to in fact stay at the $8.90, that sucks. But nonetheless, I will continue to manage my risk and grow that $160 account up. So if you guys want to try out Trade Locker, definitely try them out. Go to tradelocker.com. That's ran by Anthony's World and Q Banks. So they're definitely doing big things over there. So huge shout out to them. Other than that, guys, hope you have a great trading week. Let's kill it in this month of December, and let's continue onward and forward to 2024. Big things, big paychecks. All right. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace.